Hello, my name is Dr. Chaz Underreiner, and this is my presentation. This is a PowerPoint presentation about why you shouldn't read all the text on your slides in a presentation. This is my first slide. In the first slide, I'm going to introduce my topic, but I'm going to do it with a lot of text, and I'm going to read all the text to you that's on the slide. This is actually really tiresome to watch and to listen to. It's pretty amazing, actually, and I'm going to tell you why. This is my second slide, which is about redundancy. The reason that this is tiring and boring to listen to is because of something called redundancy. Webster's dictionary defines redundancy as a superfluous repetition, prolixity, an act or instance of needless repetition, or the part of a message that can be eliminated without loss of essential information. This is my source for the definition. Redundancy, a noun. 1a, the quality or state of being redundant, superfluidity. 1b, the use of redundant components, also such components. C, chiefly British. Dismissal from a job, especially by layoff. 2, profusion, abundance. Wow. 3a, superfluous repetition, prolixity. 3b, an act or instance of needless repetition. 4, the part of a message that can be eliminated without loss of essential information. Redundancy redux. The reason that reading something out loud that's already being displayed in a presentation is redundant because of how humans perceive information. We can take in information in a lot of ways, sonically, visually, through touch, etc. If you present information to us visually, we will instantaneously absorb a lot of the information. If you present information to us through sound or speaking, it takes a bit longer for us to process the information effectively. Redundancy redux. However, if you present words on a screen and then read them out loud at the same time, the information becomes redundant. Do I need to pull up the definition again? Probably not. This is because you have already grasped the information that I'm presenting visually. Redundancy redux. Presenting the information sonically at the same time while being potentially helpful to those who have need of closed captioning, of course, is quite tiresome to everybody else because we get to read the information and then we get to hear you read the information, probably slower and more badly than we were able to read it visually. Redundancy. First, an interlude about Franz Kafka. Have you ever read a story by Franz Kafka? He often wrote about the unlivability of modern life for his characters. For example, they get stuck in extremely complicated and nonsensical bureaucracy that have no escape, like in The Castle and The Trial. Here are some quotes by Franz Kafka according to the internet. Slept, awoke, miserable life. Franz Kafka. 1,125 likes. I have the true feeling of myself only when I am unbearably unhappy. Franz Kafka. 1,118 likes. Redundancy. Redux. You might even make some errors when you're reading the text, like I have. Or you might read it too fast, or it just becomes boring. But what is boredom really? Who knows? The possibilities of how this could be done are endless. Redundancy. Redux. Just as life can feel endless when someone is reading from their PowerPoint slides, maybe life is one PowerPoint presentation that drags on, and then is suddenly brought to an end, without warning, without fanfare, only with celebration for the fact that we have finally been spared the experience of someone reading all the text off of their PowerPoint slides. Every single word, not missing a single one. Redundancy. Redux. Not even a single one. Thank you. This was my PowerPoint about reading all of the text during PowerPoint presentations.